Ilkerd Magthril. Yes, I have knowledge of him. He is a powerful orc warlock that makes his residence at the Firescar Shrine, a place of great evil in southwestern Ashenvale. He had been little more than an annoyance until now, and I had not dealt with him, but it seems that his time has come. So, we are looking to finish up the Tower of Atholl Axe, which has been an epic quest chain that started in Darkshore, and has been continuing on ever since. We are trying to cure Small Elf Child. And it says this is in the southwest, so the only part of the southwest that we haven't actually uncovered is this small area back here. So we're going to work our way back there, and we'll see if that proves to be the area that we need. And welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft. It disturbs me that every time we encounter spiders, they're just getting larger and larger. Oh, what do we got here? I've noticed that in this part of Ashenvale, maybe all of Ashenvale in general, oh look at that, Night Elf Priest, that is rare. I've noticed that in Ashenvale, the mob density is incredibly high. I mean, if we look around here, we have spiders everywhere. We have this wolf that came out of nowhere. It's just a very high density. And it makes it challenging. You either have to decide to pull things or tactically avoid combat. Generally, I would urge you just to fight whatever's in your way. I don't always practice what I preach, but oftentimes that's for just considerations for you guys having to watch me grind on every single mob that I come across. Sometimes we'll take more expedient routes. Now that we outleveled these guys though, they're not really that much of a pain. Well, I'm not sure if it's back there or not, but it's definitely not going to be an easy walk to get back there. That's proven to be the case. I did visit our class trainer, and we trained a couple of skills. The only new one was Intimidating Shout. Beyond that, we got new ranks of Battle Shout, and we got a new rank of Sunder Armor. But the new toy we got is Intimidating Shout. The warrior shouts, causing the targeted enemy to cower in fear. Up to 5 total nearby enemies will flee for 8 seconds. And so that would be used pretty tactically. Obviously, if a bunch of things we pull all flee, they might pull other mobs. But if we're in a relatively safe space and we're only dealing with 1 or 2 mobs, the time I would use it is when I knew that bandaging would give us enough health to defeat the mobs that would eventually run back to us, you know? So I think it'll be pretty useful, something that might save our asses if used correctly. Now, these are lesser Fel Guards. I'm thinking that if we're dealing with some kind of warlock, he would probably have Fel Guards around, so maybe we're on the right track here. He cast some kind of buff on himself. That's unfortunate. And it's something that every time we hit him, it burns us, apparently. Huh. Interesting. Fire shield effect. Level 2. Actually did quite a bit of damage to us. So we will want to try to interrupt that if we can. It seemed like a pretty quick cast. I'm thinking that we're going back in here. Yeah, Firescar Shrine. Alright, here we go. I see. Oh, look at that, man. I'm telling you, before the name or the V-bar pops up, some mobs blend in pretty well. And it can get you into trouble. At least they don't run away. I could appreciate any mob that doesn't run from us. Probably take this guy here out in the open once he paths back a little bit to the right. I think that leaves us clear of the Fell Slayer. Oh, damn, didn't get the shield bash in time. Now we're gonna burn for it. I wonder if this Spire Shield would affect a caster, or if they'd just be immune. Like, would it reflect on magic damage, that Fire Shield, or would it just do nothing? Seems like it might be a melee specific debuff. Alright, we're looking for a specific person, or rather their tome. Let's see if this person is targetable. Not quite at this moment. Ouch. Just ouch. These guys just kind of beat the shit out of us. With a combination of physical and magic, they just can deal a good amount of damage to us. Level 23 Night Elf Druid. I don't know if we need to group, but it could be a good idea. Like, I'd rather not pull this 2-pack by myself. We have Retaliation up, so if something does go horribly wrong, we can rely on that to save us. But obviously, I'd rather hold on to it. Then again, the way I think about cooldowns like this is if you hold on to it and hold on to it, you just might not ever use it, so if I pull 2 and I'm low on health, I'm going to use it. If I pull 3, I'm going to use it immediately and I'm going to pray. That's kind of how I'm going to approach that. I can never get it off in time. I think we just got to assume he's going to do it right away, right? It's going to be the first thing he does. If we go in knowing it's the first thing he does, we can just get our rage and we can shield bash. We can be ready. Because I think that's dealing the bulk of the damage to us is the fire. Just every time we hit. Now I have no idea where this guy is going to be. Ilkur to mag through, or if his tome will just be sitting on a desk in a hut. But it sounds like from the quest that he is alive and well. I see a cabin back here. How is this guy doing? Not too good. Well, I didn't help myself much there, I guess. I tried to help them. I was a little too late. I don't think we're in any danger, so it's okay. I think it's kind of tough to level as a caster druid. I mean, I'd probably go cat or bear if I was trying to level on my own. Oh, here's the guy. We have a couple things to clean up. We could probably clean up this. I hope he's not chained. Okay, good. Maybe if this person gets back, we'll invite them to a group. I think it'll be one of those situations where we'll both be able to loot the item. So we'll watch for her to spawn back in. Now, if we have to do this on our own, this is going to be a perfect time to pop Retaliation. But I feel like this person was trying to rush up here to get the named guy. Maybe that's why they died, but they're not back yet. I don't know where the graveyard is, but maybe we'll give them a second and see. Okay, so they did come right back, and we got them in the group now, so this should be a little better for both of us. We'll let them get back to full health, and they'll probably want to get some mana, since it does look like... Oh no, they're going cat now. That's probably a good idea, actually. See, cat is definitely the way to go leveling as a druid, I would think. There we go. Perfect. Made that a little bit easier. And now we can get the heck out of here. We're going to go turn this in back in Ashtanar, and we're going to hope that this puts an end to whatever ailment has taken root within the little elf girl. So we'll see. Now, if I would have read the description at the very top here, I'd have realized this wasn't for the sick girl at all. This actually turns into Maester's Post, and might not at all be related. But he does have another quest, so I will take that and head over to Maester's Post. And here we are at Maester's Post. For some of these longer quest chains, especially ones that start in one zone and continue heavily into another, I feel like I need to have a notebook and be taking notes of how they're connected and what's going on. Because after 7 quests called the Tower of Atholl Axe, I've clearly forgotten what it was about. It was a grand thing you did today. You should be quite proud of yourself for having faced down a warlock of such power. Now, let's see what we can learn from Ilkrid's writings. I'll definitely take the ring because we have none. So that's going to go on immediately. We're going to get yet another quest for the Tower of Atholl Axe. This one is going to be northeastern Ashenvale, which we haven't even ventured into yet. I'm assuming that's going to be over here. Now, we have not been over there yet. And we have a lot of things telling us to go into Stonetalon as well. This opened to this quest here for some reason. We're going to take a look at where this is at. Maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Looks like that's some kind of... Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. He's gone. Maybe we will not be taking that quest. We'll be back here at some point to turn this into him. I can only assume. But that must have been an escort quest because those folks ran out of here. So we're not going to find out what that is right now. What we are going to do is we are going to head down into this area here. Because our next quest to actually heal the little girl is going to take place over in that area. Oh, actually, we might not be doing it now because this is a red quest. Relara's fever has passed, but she's still very weak. Okay, so maybe we're not doing this right now. And the Tower of Atholl Axe, which even though is taking place in Ashenvale now, you'll notice is still tracked under the Darkshore tab, that is also red. Which tells me that perhaps the far eastern reaches, since this is to the east of Ashenvale and this is in the east, north and south respectively, that area must be more dangerous than the western half of Ashenvale. So maybe it is time to head down to the Talon Deep path and think about stepping foot into Stonetalon Mountains for a little bit. Let's go check that out, since our other options seem to be red in this area. The forest spirits tell me you are brave and willing to travel. To the south, not far from Mistral Lake, there lies a tunnel named the Talon Deep Path. Through this tunnel you will come to an area known as Windshear Crag in the Stonetalon Mountains. Once there, journey to the southwest, past Cragpool Lake, and then north, up the steep slope until you reach Stonetalon Peak. There awaits Keeper Albagorm. Heed his bidding, Night Elf. The journey will be perilous. And so here we are, at the Talon Deep Path. Right there. And so for this quest, we have to go through this tunnel. We're going to come out into Windshear Crag. Then we're going to journey southwest and then north. That's interesting. And we have a couple other things that we're going to have to turn in as well. Some of these might be right away, I think, as soon as we get through the pass. So for this one, you seem to be full of wanderlust by the look of you. Have you been to the Stonetalon Mountains? It is a land plagued by the Venture Company and other enemies of the Night Elves. Recently, Sentinel Wolfrunner sent my friend Kayla Shadowspear there to investigate what's happening to the land, but I have yet to hear word back from her. I'm even more concerned because the Alliance sent a gnome mage along with her. A sign of trouble for sure. So some people we have to meet, some things we have to investigate. Oh, you're a Horde of high level, and you're PvP flagged, which we won't be doing. It's a pretty interesting looking tunnel. Perhaps even totally devoid of enemies. That'd be nice. There are these little alcoves, but there doesn't seem to be anything in them except a source of light. And we have enough light out here. Like, I wonder whose job it is to come through here and refill all these lanterns with oil, or are they just magical and burn forever? So that'd be quite a job. Could eat the shrooms while you're doing that job. I'm sure it would make it a lot more fun, possibly. Or make it seem like it goes on forever. Not that I know. Alright. What have we got? Windshear Crag. So I think the one quest is telling us go south, then go way north. As far as, like, where do we go immediately? We could go over here and hope it's not some kind of Horde camp. Oh, wow. Level 18 Raging Cliff Stormer. Oh, and some more spiders. Great, great. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Okay, well, we're fighting something. I was kind of hoping that there might be a post right away, overlooking the valley, entering Windshear Crag. Overlooking the valley. This is the Windshear Crag. From where would she be overlooking the valley? Probably not from what looks to be a Tauren hut. Yeah. No, this guy is aggressive. Well, I hope we can find her. She could be basically anywhere. So I guess we'll just do a thorough search and hope for the best. In the meantime, it's kind of unfortunate because we don't have any other active quests to do anything here in this immediate area. And I know we're gonna have to kill tons of these spiders at some point. So I was kind of hoping to find some quests right away. Spiders aren't my favorite thing if I haven't said that a million times. Zooming out a little bit helps. Being surrounded by them does not help. Now I may have done a little bit of questing in Stonetalon Mountains in vanilla on Horde, on my Horde Tauren warrior. But we would have come in from down here, I think. Entered from an entirely different way. So I'm not too familiar with this area at all. And I don't know what these buildings are over here, except they're probably not going to be friendly to us. I should probably be checking down here for our person that we're looking for, because my alternative is to go south of the lake and then north like the other quest wants us to do. I don't think I'm gonna find anything out here, but I need to find out what these buildings are. We need to be sure of that. Whether they're Horde, Alliance, or enemy NPC, I don't know. They look almost like human structures from here. Tell the venture company logging has been at it out here and basically obliterating the entire wilderness. The air seems smoggy and probably not a good air quality day here in the Stonetalon Mountains. What are you guys? Yeah, you're venture company people. Is this going to be your entire town up here? I have a feeling that it is. Yeah, they own this. We're not going to find any help here, or quests for that matter. But we are going to find some fighting if we don't get out of here. So I'm going to come back in this area and check over here and see if that yields any better results. Alright, so we're over in this area now. The only difference I see over here is that we've got some young pride wings and we don't have any venture company that I've seen yet over here. But I also have not found what is the person's name that we're looking for. Kayla Shadowspear. Overlooking the valley, entering Windshear Crag. I even try to climb up these mountains a little bit and see if there's a path up there. I mean, we could try again. This actually looks like a more passable route. See if we don't aggro this guy over here. So close. Can we get up here? We can. But is there any reason for us to be up here? I don't see anything dinging on the minimap. But if she was like truly overlooking the valley, you'd think that she would be up somewhere high. Very, very curious. Maybe if we try / targeting her. Nothing. So she's not around here, or she's not in line of sight. I don't think we can get up any higher on this thing. But then again, I've been wrong before. No, I think that's it. I think that's as far up as we can go. Which is pretty darn far up indeed. So we can come down here and search this area, and then we'll cut across the lake and try to get out of here. And, you know, maybe find some quests, find a hub. A flight point would be really nice. That's what we really need to be on the lookout for. Before I leave this area, even if our search comes to nothing, I am going to find us a flight point. And at least then we can always be ready to figure out where the heck these quests go. If exploring and looking around does not yield any results. So far, it's just spiders and more spiders. No friendly NPCs to speak of. And I just doubt they're going to be hanging out down here anywhere. This looks like a cave entrance coming up. Look how they got the ropes tied down so that when the tree falls, it falls where they want. Cranks on them. Very cool if it weren't totally destroying the ecosystem here. Dynamite just in case, you know, you never know. Alright, so these are your Windshear Geomancers. We're not going to find any help down here at all. At all. So we're going to go down, around, and to the north. And that's this one. Southwest, and then up north. So this might be our best bet of finding a hub. The Pride Wings. We saw one Pride Wing, but I didn't see any living ones. There's probably multiple areas we can find those. And unless something interesting happens, I'll cut us in when we find some civilization. So I just had the thought that maybe the person we're looking for is overlooking Windshear Crag from this direction. Is that just crazy? That could be the case. It would make sense with the wording of the quest. And there's also a building back here we could go check out. I don't know if it has anything to do with our quest, but we can go see. And I also see a young Pride Wing. Let's take that on, and we can see, get an idea of the drop rate. We have a Troll Hunter over here. Okay, so the drop rate is not going to be 100%. What's going on in here? We have a quest from Ziz Physics.
Time is money, friend.
Terrible what the venture company has done here, huh? What were they thinking? Goblin company hiring a gnome? Lucky for me, Sputtervalve knows a genius when he sees one. Hired me just after I had been kicked out. Tells me they built some enormous woodcutting machine. And Sput wants me to steal the plans for him. Unfortunately, Grenzo, bloody gnome, wants me dead on sight. Maybe you could steal the plans for me. You should be able to find them on one of their operations. Okay. So, we need blueprints. Maybe we'll find them on a corpse if we are fighting those guys. We'll try to remember where this is. Just avoiding these spiders because I know we're going to have to kill a bazillion of them at some point. Just isn't working out that well for me. Aha! What is this? On guard in Stonetalon. Okay. So, yeah. She's up there somewhere overlooking things from this entrance, not from the entrance we came in, but from the entrance from the rest of Stonetalon into Windshear Crag. Learn to read better, Robert. Now the question is going to be, where's the path up to her? And this looks like a much more beautiful part of Stonetalon. It's not all destroyed by the venture company logging operation that's going on. There's not as much smog in the air. What have we got here? A gnome we can't get a quest from yet. And here is our girl Kayla Shadowspear.
Hello.
Ah, you've come from Ashenvale at the behest of Tara. How I miss her, my homeland and friends. She must be doing well with the Sentinels to be sequestering adventurers for other tasks. I'm proud of her. It's a pleasure to meet you. Alright, so I think this is going to be a good place to take a break.
Be careful.
When we come back, we'll find out what we can do for her. And now I notice that the quest here has become a turn, and so maybe this just sends us to talk to him. We'll read it. We'll find out what Gazim? We'll find out what Gazim wants us to do. Hopefully it'll be in this area, and then after we're done there, we can head up. I'm probably going to go ahead and find us a flight point, but this is where we'll pick up next time. I hope you guys are still enjoying the content. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Any thoughts, critiques, ideas. If you're having your own playthroughs, I'd love to hear the kinds of things that you guys are doing and where you're questing. And if you like the video, please go ahead and click like. If you want to see more WoW videos, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell. It would help me out a lot. I really appreciate the support, guys. Take care and wish me luck.